So this is my first episode of the podcast. Each time we're going to be driving somewhere, and this time we're driving at night time to hopefully go see some snow.
Woo, snow.
So each time I'm here with Tim. And
Hello.
we're both going to talk about a different subject, and today's one, which Tim doesn't know yet.
Oh, I do love the element of surprise.
It's about when we first got Harper.
That's good. They're good memories, that, although it certainly wasn't a short road. It took us a while to find a dog. Well,
But it was pretty quick.
I guess it was. The timeline between you deciding you wanted a dog and then us having a dog
was in the same month.
Oh, almost. Yeah, actually, it's a thing where I was in the last term of school.
Actually, I want to say a backstory first.
Yeah, you want to give some context?
So, I have always wanted a dog. When I was younger, my dad always said that I could have a dog when I was 16 or 18. And each year he kept saying, okay, I'm going to get you a dog. And then he finally said, I'm going to get you a dog. Even went to the shops and came back with a rabbit.
Oh.
I've always wanted a dog, and after, how old was I?
27, was it? Or 26?
Yeah, so after 26 years, I finally have Harper. So the reason we finally decided to get a dog was one day a dog broke into our backyard while Tim was at school, while he was working, and it just kept barking and howling, and I showed Tim a photo, and then it's like it knew that I wanted a dog. So after that day, I definitely had to get a dog. So
There was
then,
you got a taste for it.
well, I've always wanted one.
Yeah, but
It's like it's in the backyard.
yeah, and then you could actually get a feeling for what it would like to just have a dog around.
And just in case everyone wants to know, the dog got back to its owner and it's all good.
Yeah, it's all fine.
So yeah, after that day, I think that weekend, we started looking for a dog, and then we went to all different shelters.
And that was like one of the things that I was really clear about, is that I wanted a rescue dog, because I personally have done my research and seen a lot of the problems that come with private breeders, and it's a thing where what you're better off doing is taking a dog out of the shelter system, because that allows an opening for a new dog who otherwise might not get a chance. Whereas all you're doing with private breeders a lot of the time is you are just really lining their pockets and not genuinely helping an animal that needs help. Like, you can get a pet and be of a great service to animals at the same time. It's like a win-win.
So we went to 5 different shelters.
Yeah, that's right, including one that was exclusively for a single breed of dog, which was really weird. It was a Jack Russell exclusive shelter.
But we really wanted a Staffy.
Yeah,
Since we saw the Staffy in the backyard.
that was the breed of the dog that broke in.
And then we saw a few. There was a really small one, Chelsea.
She was very, very cute, but she got adopted because obviously she was very cute.
Yeah. And we should say so we were living in a different house, and we wanted to get a dog. And now it's time for some fun games. You lay down in your cloud, Harper? You want to?
Alright.
So we're going to play a few games.
Yes.
The first one is categories.
Okay. What are the categories?
So there's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Girls' names.
Mm-hmm. Yep, girls' names.
Boys' names.
Boys' names.
We got the dog looking next door in the background.
Gotta keep an eye on your friends.
You did boys' names?
Yep.
Animals.
Animals.
Food or drink.
Food or drink.
And colour.
And colour.
Harper.
Okay.
So we're going to play 3 games.
Alright. Let's do it.
So,
You start going through the alphabet and I'll tell you when to stop.
yep.
Okay. So,
I.
go.
Yep. Oh no. Can't think of anything. Is that iguana?
Yeah.
Well, okay, stop.
Oh,
So,
I couldn't get an animal and a colour.
so girl's name Izzy,
I had Irene.
boy's name Isaac,
Ian.
animal iguana, food and drink ice cream,
I had Iron Brew.
colour indigo. So
Ah.
that's 1 game to me.
1 to you.
Okay.
Alright, go. Stop.
J.
Oh boy.
Hang on. Does jumpies count?
What do you mean?
The food for food.
Yeah, because that's what I wrote down.
Then stop.
I think 2 of mine don't count.
Whoa.
I might have done them wrong. Let's go through the answers.
Girl's name Jamie Lee.
Jenny,
Boy's name Jack.
James.
Jaguar for animal.
I wrote Jack Russell, which is a dog. Do same breeds count?
What do you got for food and drink?
Jumpies.
Okay, jumpies. And Jade for colour.
I wrote Jungle Green. I'm pretty sure I've seen that on a pencil. That doesn't really count though, does
I
it?
don't know.
You're the artist. You tell me.
Then
I think that's a loss for me again. How many rounds are we playing?
3. So last one.
Boy. Okay, go. Stop.
H.
I'm getting stuck on animals and colours.
Would hot pink count as colour?
I think that's a pretty accurate description.
Well, I got another one anyway. Hazel. If it doesn't count. So I won all 3. So girl's name
Henrietta.
Helen. Boy's name Henry.
I also had Henry.
Animal
I didn't have anything.
hippo.
Food?
Hot chocolate.
Hamburger.
And then hot pink or hazel.
Wow.
So I won all 3.
Oh boy.
Let's see if you can do better in the next game.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
And now it's time to go back to the podcast. I hope you are enjoying it. So Tim asked the landlord, and then they said no pets.
Which is so weird considering that that property that we were living on had a really big backyard, and I even offered to pay and install for really expensive metal fencing called colorbond fencing in Australia, and it's really expensive, and once it's in, it's really hard to remove. And I said I would pay for it to be installed and I would leave it there, which means these people would have gotten nearly maybe $2,000 worth of fencing, proper secure fencing around their property for free, and they still knocked it back.
So they said no to the dog, and then they raised the rent on you. And they were like, no, we're going to move house and get a dog. So in a month,
we found a house
which has a huge backyard, and the house is double the size
and much nicer.
And then on the exact same day, we got Harper, and I also met Nathan Cleary. And took photos and got signatures and everything. So it was like the best day.
Yeah, and Nathan Cleary is the star player of our local football team, the Penrith Panthers. And it's a big deal to see that, to really meet him. He's like very much a superstar, this guy. Like Michelle worked her way through a crowd to get to him.
And I've drawn him before and I talked to him.
It's pretty impressive.
So yeah, we saw him and then we went to get Harper.
You should tell them what happened when we met her. Yeah, the actual meeting. So we obviously, with a lot of shelters, depending on the shelter you deal with, the one we dealt with, you were allowed to do meets and greets with the animals, right?
So we were looking at all different dogs. We wanted to get a short staffy and probably an English one.
Yeah.
And we were going through them all, and then Harper growled and barked at Tim, and we were like, oh, maybe she doesn't like you. It was like, well, she seems to really want to get to know you, so we took her out and she was fine, she loved us, and it's like she chose us.
Yeah, and it was when we thought about it later, it was less of a aggressive bark and more of an attention getting bark.
Pick me!
Yeah, like she was trying to talk to us. And, you know, if she doesn't like me, she's really not showing any signs of that at all.
Because everyone was walking around there, and as soon as Tim walked past, he went, ruff! It's like, pick me!
Yeah, very specific. And then we met her, and she was really great with both of us.
And I walked her around.
Yep. And then that sort of decided it, really. And so we made the arrangements. In Australia, specifically in the state that we live in, the way that the shelter system works is that they're not going to give you a dog without first giving it a spay, which means they can no longer have children, they can no longer have puppies, because they want to take dogs out of the system, not add dogs into the system. So it's something where we know that she won't have puppies, but
even though I really want a puppy and it'd be so cute.
I know, but also one of the things that we did notice about her, and the vet we spoke to noticed too, is that there's a really high suspicion, and so please don't be sad, but when we met her, this suspicion was that she was recently pregnant and had recently given birth. So realistically, only one of two scenarios. Either
she was found on the street.
Yeah, she was found on the street, and a complete stray, the microchip. Then the dog was microchipped, but they couldn't get the owners. So either Harper gave them the puppies they wanted and they abandoned her, or she had the puppies on the street and no one could find them.
She's so cute. How can you not like her?
Exactly.
I hope you liked the last game, because here's some more games. What game should we do next? Guess what you're holding.
I require this, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you put that on. And I hand you. There's 3.
As you can see, I can't.
So,
Anybody knows those guys, shout out.
So I have 3 different things in here from around the house.
Okay.
You have to guess what it is, and you have, I guess, 20 questions?
20 questions?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope you're keeping track of the questions. I can't really write it down.
Yeah. So,
you know what? This is a dead giveaway because I can feel the tail. Is this a tiny Pikachu?
Yeah. So I gave you an easy one.
Okay, yeah, that was an easy one to start because you can feel the tiny, like, lightning bolt on the tail, and then you can feel the ears.
Anyone that knows me knows I love Pikachu.
Oh yeah.
Another one
Let's
you'll
put up a photo here of the shrine.
You'll probably guess these two as well.
Okay. Is this from a TV show?
Yes. You know what it is.
Yeah, I think it's the Homer that you keep on the lounge.
Yeah. We got that from, I think it was Macca's.
Wow.
And
Remember when Macca's used to do cool toys?
Yeah.
I guess last object.
Yeah. I know you'll get this.
Oh dear. It's going to be very embarrassing if I don't then. Am I holding it the right way?
Yeah.
This is a little electric guitar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I can feel the shape of the guitar, and also because of...
I don't even know if you've really seen it.
I know, no, I've seen it, but because we've been doing all that recording lately, I'm kind of getting used to feeling out the shape of the guitar.
So yeah, I got this from a music store in like early 2000s.
Wow, it looks good.
It's cool.
There you go. So you've had a win, I've had a win.
So last game. Let's...
Right.
Oh, actually I think there's 2 more games. And now it's time to go back to the podcast. I hope you enjoyed this game. Everyone messages me all the time when they watch my video and say how cute she is.
Exactly, and she is absolutely adorable. She's also very loyal and very intelligent.
She can open doors.
Yes, that's the thing is
she learns a trick straight away.
Absolutely, it takes Michelle about, what do you reckon, maybe 3 goes with rewards. Maybe.
Even I show her how to do it once, and then the next day she does it by herself.
And that's the thing with staffies. Anyone who doesn't own a staffy tends to see them in a negative light because they see them as a very destructive breed. But
she's so well behaved.
She is.
She's like even better inside than she's outside.
Yeah. And the thing is that you have to treat staffies like hyper intelligent children. The thing is a intelligent child when bored will become destructive or distracting.
But she's never played with a toy in her life. We had to teach her how to play fetch.
And the biggest thing that staffies do to be destructive is they chew things. And all we had to do was give her something to chew.
We gave her a bone, and that's the only thing that she plays with.
Yeah, it's the only thing she plays with, the only thing she chews, and she finds it very relaxing. If she's ever like amped up,
she knows what to do. She goes straight for the bone.
That's how she calms herself down. She's a very relaxed dog. And also something that's interesting is when we got her, she appeared to be already housebroken, which means at some point someone at least trained her to not go to the bathroom inside, because most dogs don't naturally learn that.
And she knew where to sleep, right on the bed.
Yes, and I will admit I was very stubborn. It's such a classic dog thing.
You said that the dog's not allowed inside, and I was like, yeah, she's gonna end up being inside.
Because it was really cold outside and we didn't want her to be outside in the freezing.
Well, actually it was summer, so it was hot.
That too.
And then you're like, okay, she can be inside, but she's not allowed to sleep on the bed. And then she's always on the bed.
And right now, even now, she's pushing.
Because now it's winter.
Yeah.
It was so cold because the heater's broken, so she decided to crawl inside the blanket and snuggle up with me now.
So she's just done that classic dog thing, just pushing the limit every time.
But she's adorable. If I say don't do something, then she'll stop, but she's cute.
So it's okay.
Yeah. I want her there. She warms me up as well.
Absolutely. It's like a doggy hot water bottle. What are some of the tricks you've taught her?
Everything.
Yeah, you calculated it earlier today. What did you say? About 34, was it? I think it was 34 or 35 tricks you've taught her. Let's go with the main ones first.
Well, my favourite is wave.
Yeah.
And smile, because she's so cute.
Yeah. Well, you've also taught her recall, she'll come when called.
Yeah, she knows sit, stay, leave it.
Which is very handy.
I was teaching her how to skip as well. She was scared of the skipping rope at the start, and now she can start going over it.
Because that was a new object and you sort of taught her to be okay with it.
And go through the hoop.
Yeah.
What else? Anyway, let's get back to the story because we didn't finish that.
Oh, right.
So after that, we picked her up.
Yep.
And then we went straight to the new house. We hadn't even gone inside yet.
Yeah, we hadn't even
So
really unpacked our stuff.
Harper's been inside at the same time we have.
And that's when we immediately could tell that this poor dog had never stood on floorboards.
She was sliding everywhere and she wouldn't even go across it. We had to put rugs down.
But now she's perfectly fine because now
she
she's
runs and slides and everything.
Yeah, now she's figured out how to get her footing right.
I hope you liked the last game because here's some more games. So on my phone,
Yeah.
you have to guess the zoomed in image of one of my drawings.
Okay.
So I'll post this later on so everyone can see.
All right.
So here's the first one. You can take it. So what drawing is that of? And people can play at home as well.
Well, you can see what I'm seeing, so I can see like browns, the white. There's something very familiar about this picture.
What?
Is this a picture of the dog?
No.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Then in which case, because it's got the same colours as the dog. Ah. Do I get questions or do I just have to figure it out?
Probably just guess.
Okay.
Because I haven't done that many drawings.
Yeah. There's only so many. Oh wait, is that is this the giraffe? Ah, that's a good one.
And that is what it's all.
Yeah,
The tongue of the
the
giraffe.
tongue of the giraffe, right. That's good. That was a good drawing, that one.
So how many guesses do you get? Does that mean? So I guess you guessed it.
Well, I guess I don't know. Best of 3.
This one's hard. I had to try and figure out where it was myself because I didn't take a photo of it before.
Oh boy. And how'd you go?
Well, I knew which photos I had to check, so.
Oh, that's hard. It's like a little round triangle. Is that a face?
Yeah.
It's a face. It's something. It's
So
a.
I guess you can have 5 guesses.
So it's a face. I've just got to guess whose face.
So that's 1.
Oh, it's actually really hard.
So who have I drawn?
A few people. Is it? Wait, hang on a second. Is it a real person?
Yes.
Oh. Is that the person from who used to be, what was her name? Imogen on Neighbours.
No.
No.
2 more.
Is this? Is it the other person from Neighbours, Piper?
No.
Oh boy, I know it's a girl. Is it Avril Lavigne?
No.
Didn't I just run out of guesses?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You want to have one final guess?
Oh, it's pretty tough. Is it Kalani Crane, that the figure skater?
No.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna feel really silly when I see this.
Which is your favourite portrait I've done?
Oh, Zendaya. Right, was that like the corner of her mouth, was it? Yeah, I think that's like one of your greatest drawings. absolutely understood the assignment on that one.
She didn't look at it.
I guess, you know, sometimes famous people are not all they're cracked up to be.
Oh.
But that's okay. And, you know, there are plenty of stories on the internet of people who've had really positive experiences with celebrities, you know? Especially,
a lot of people have talked to me.
yeah, especially like Keanu Reeves for one. Like, he's always seems, like, anyone who's spoken about him says he's a really down-to-earth guy. And you've spoken with a few really nice people, you know? Nancy Cartwright.
She followed me.
Which is pretty cool.
A lot of people from Neighbours, they're all nice. Then we met real people, like, in real life.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, last one?
Yep.
Oh, is this one Kalani Crane?
Yeah.
Guys, I recognise the pattern.
Well.
That's what it is. I recognise the pattern of the, was it the shoe?
No.
What is it of? Oh, it's her top.
And now it's time to go back to the podcast. I hope you enjoyed this game.
But yeah, we moved into a new house just to get a dog.
To get Harper.
And that's worked out pretty well. Yeah. She
loves the backyard. She's always running in it.
And she's also a very strict protector. You know, she's always got to defend the home from possums and delivery men.
But sometimes they say, what do they say?
They'll
delivery.
Yeah, they'll say delivery.
Harper goes.
It's like a conversation.
It's not even angry. It's just hi.
Yep. It's like, yeah, she may as well have just said received.
So yeah, she loves the house. And we love having her.
There's very few things that Harper doesn't like, really. She doesn't like the vacuum cleaner, which is...
She doesn't like things that makes noise or moves, like my robot dog toys.
Yeah. She definitely doesn't like those. And she doesn't even like squeaky toys.
Yeah.
She doesn't like the noise they make. They make her really uncomfortable, which is why she loves her bone so much, because what it is an artificial bone that's been flavored for dogs, and it doesn't squeak or make any noise when you chew on it.
She loves food.
Yeah, that's her key motivator. She never doesn't want food. And that problem is that sometimes she does push the limits when it comes to our food.
No, not with me.
Well, like she will, but she'll definitely...
She goes in your face. You must have dropped food or something.
I haven't dropped any food.
But whenever I eat, she sniffs a little, but then she just goes back to sleep.
I guess that just says a lot about how obedient she is for you.
Yeah. She does exactly what I say. I've trained her very well.
Yes, it's very good.
So yeah, that's the story.
How we managed to get ourselves a dog within a very short time period. Although the shelter system in Australia means that you kind of do have to pick quickly.
Because we were going to pick Chelsea, and then she went like straight away.
And Harper wasn't actually one of the choices until she got our attention. We were thinking about two different dogs.
Cookie.
Yes, one of them was called Cookie, which immediately got Michelle's attention. But the problem was that was a very big American staffy.
Too big.
And they can be very excitable.
Oh, and also, before all that, for Secret Santa.
Yeah, we had a Secret Santa.
I got a dog toy, and it looked exactly like Harper before we even got Harper.
Including the body hair, the chest hair. It was a tan dog with a white chest.
It looks so much like her. It's like the world knew we were gonna get her.
If only we had matching collars.
Well, actually, when we first took her out at the shelter, it was a red thing.
Yeah.
And then that's the toy's red.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's pretty good. And she's still quite obedient. There's never really been any issues, which is why we find it so weird that whenever you tell someone you have a staffy, they kind of flinch a bit.
Everyone's so scared, but she's an English staffy. She's well trained.
And she's never really harsh to anything. The only thing we've discovered she doesn't like is German Shepherds. But in her defense,
They're
usually...
mean to her.
Yeah, in her defense, they're usually very mean and very nasty. There are 2 German Shepherds in our neighborhood and they do not like her.
Oh, and she's got some dog friends next door and her boyfriend, and she's even got another boyfriend.
Yeah,
now.
and she's recently picked up a second boyfriend, which I do not approve of.
You don't like the first one.
Yeah, exactly. I'm very protective of my dog.
Now it's time to play today's final game. Okay, so this is the final game.
Okay. This one.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is my favourite.
I mean, I've got a 50-50 shot of being right. Although, honestly, with some of these pictures, you may as well flip a coin. I reckon you got better chances.
With me, with one of them, it's really hard to tell. And
Do you want to tell them what the game is, or do you want me to?
Oh, you can.
Okay. So, you know that Michelle's really good at, like, hyper-realistic and, like, really close details. I'm going to look at 3 different photos.
Yeah.
One half is the drawing she did. The other half is the original picture from Google. And so I need to figure out which one is the drawn one.
Mm-hmm.
I've done this before and been genuinely flabbergasted.
With some Pikachu ones, I can't tell.
It's actually really hard.
This one isn't as hard.
Oh, so well, it's nice to get a softball to start. All right.
Don't do. Just look.
Yeah. So just by looking at it,
Either left or right. Which side did I draw?
um,
Then I'll put all these photos up.
I think you drew the right side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me, like, how did you tell?
Well, I was half guessing and then half, like, I saw on the left-hand side it looked just like a little teensy bit more real. Like there was like a shiny bit somewhere that sort of tipped me off. But that was pretty easy. With some of the ones I've seen, I would have no idea.
It gets harder.
Yeah. I think that's going to happen. We're going to get this really hard one.
This one you can also tell, but the next one you're just going to have to guess. Okay, so here's the next one.
Oh, the Zumbo drawing. Oh, no.
I'm going to have to look at it again. Can I say?
Yeah. Is the left one yours?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know.
Myself? Left.
Is the left one yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because the shadow always gets me. Because that looks like the shadow in the actual photo.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of like mine more.
It seems to be much more artistically intelligent. Okay.
And the last one, which I thought I didn't do yet, but when I looked...
You did?
Yep.
Oh no. Oh, this might be the one that I really struggle with every time.
My favourite
Oh
drawing.
no. A little confession, we've done this one before. It doesn't matter how many times I do it, I almost never get it right.
I just wanted to see if you could tell before, and you couldn't.
Just
nor could I.
Yeah, and that was frustrating. Is yours the one on the left? Is it? Cool. I did guess. I honestly guessed because I like...
You zoom in. It looks the same.
The only way you can tell it's different
the
is the line through the middle.
But even then
the colours are...
Because look, it all
even
matches.
the colour, yeah. Oh, far out.
Because up the top,
it just matches. It's crazy. It's just insane.
Yeah, so that's all the games. How many things did you get right? So I got that game. That's all 3.
Yeah, then I got this
You
one.
got all 3 of those. And then you guessed all 3.
Of those, but
then
no, but did I guess the...
You didn't
zoomed in?
get
I didn't
the
get it.
giraffe. All the...
Or Zendaya. So what's that? I mean, it sounds like you're still the overall winner.
No, I think because you guessed the heart.
Right.
So I think that was the winning thing.
Ooh.
So you just won.
I scraped in.
By guessing.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not Olympic level, but I still won, kind of. I mean, do I get a medal or anything, or?
We don't have a prize.
Oh. I guess it's glory.
Your prize is the dog.
Oh, sweet. Free dog.
Why don't you pick up the dog?
Harper.
Come here, Harper.
Come here, Harpy. Free dog. Whoop.
Can you lift her up?
Oh, she hasn't experienced this table before.
Oh, yes, she has.
Harper. Come here.
Harpy.
Hello.
You want to be on camera?
Oh, come here. Whoa. Oh, look at this dog. This is my prize.
Yeah, you win the dog.
I got one dog.
One cuddle from the dog.
Oh, she smells nice.
She had a bath.
What a nice smelling dog.
She's got a wiggly tail. You
Oh,
got the wiggles? You saying hi to everyone on the camera? Hello, guys.
Boy.
You give people a smile?
And she really smells like shampoo up here. Turns out when you put a dog this close to your nose,
Hello.
you can smell her.
At least she smells nice.
Yes, she does. Well, this is my prize. I guess I'm just going to take this and leave. So if anybody needs me, I'll be over here.
Hope you enjoyed the games. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's games. And now it's time to go back to the podcast.
But yes, she does have a lot of little friends next door, and she loves to go over and play with them.
And she even looks through the window.
Yes, because my neighbor.
When they're outside.
Because the neighbor is also, obviously, she has lots of little dogs. She's very much a dog person. And you can tell Harper's the best behaved of the bunch, because one time I took her over there to play, and our neighbor wanted to give all the dogs treats. And so she pulled out the treats and said, "Who wants one?" And then all of the dogs started running around all crazy except Harper.
And then they all lined up.
They're
all really short dogs.
And then there's just this big, well, not even big.
She's medium.
She's a medium-sized dog. She was just big in comparison to these small terriers.
She's like, we all want treats.
But Harper was the first one to line up. And she was polite, and she sat, and it's like, because she was so well trained, she knew what to do. The second she heard the word, the second she heard the word, she like walked over and sat.
What's your favourite thing about Harper?
Oh, do I only get to pick just one?
Well, everything for me, but I love when she's looking at me with her big brown eyes and then she starts smiling. It makes me so happy.
Just any time she smiles. For me, I think it's always so hard. For me, I think it's between a couple. I think whenever she does like a really big stretch, I for some reason find that really adorable. Or whenever she curls up into you, which can get pretty uncomfortable, because say for example you're lying in bed and you turn to the side, she will go right underneath your legs and curl up, so it sort of forces you into a sitting position while lying down. But for some reason I just find that really cute. And when she hides her nose when she's cold.
Snuggles up in you.
Yeah, she'll snuggle her nose in. She loves a cuddle.
And she always used to sit on my feet when I'm drawing at my art desk. She just sits on my feet while I draw. It's like a foot warmer.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's the story of how we got Harper.
Yeah.
You guys can tell me in the comments if you like this story and what we should talk about next time. Thanks for watching and listening.
Thanks.
Bye guys.
Bye.
It's raining and snowing now.
It's a very weird mix between rain and snow. It's throw. Oh dear.
You can hear Harper panting.
Yes. She's been like that for the last...
2 hours.
Yep.
Takes so long to get here.
Yeah. It's always such a gamble seeing if it's actually going to work out because there's a web camera you can check, but
2 hours ago it's snowing. Come here and all the snow can be gone.
yeah.
Australia. 2 seconds ago it was all white and then it's all green.
Yeah. It's one of the most beautiful and frustrating parts about this country.
Thanks for watching and listening. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast and games. Bye guys.
It's a dark night, but you shine so bright. I can see the stars shining through your eyes. Someone else might shine as bright, but they're not you. Just watch them try, 'cause everything happens for a reason, and stars shine in every single season. So reach for the stars, shine so bright, go so far. So reach for the stars, shine so bright.